Hey there, welcome back guys. Well, don't get tangled up there. This video is for those that have the ryobi battery and you're getting that error and you don't want to spend 40 or 50 bucks on a new one. Well, we've got a solution and treat for you. We're going to show you how to fix it and troubleshoot it so that you can get back up and running with your power tools. So without any further ado, come, let's get started. Let's get that error out of the way. Let's see if I can fix this ryobi. It's so cold out that it's hard to speak. Apparently it's flashing. See how it's flashing like this? I don't know if you have one that flashes like that. I started taking out some of the screws, but then I realized that there's like a little, like the Avada 2, if you're not, no, the Avada 1, if you've ever taken apart the Avada 1, it has like a safety seal on it, little wax thing. And then as you can see, this is what we got. But I can't take the rest off. See if I could jump start it like you do a car battery. Maybe, I don't know, there's no guarantee. But oh, can't take that apart. Whoops, that stays like that. So we got 4 screws out, as you can see, but there's one more. Looks like there's a safety seal right there. I guess it's like you void the warranty, but I'm not spending 40 bucks on a new battery. At least, hopefully not, right? Hopefully, if this thing comes out, if it lets you. Well, it doesn't really, come out. Maybe I'll use something else. Oh, I don't have anything else. Just except for this screwdriver thing. Wow, they really make it hard. They're like, they don't want anybody in there. They're like, nope. You're not allowed. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Oh, I see how you could probably, I don't know. Well, we broke the seal, which means that we voided the warranty. Make better batteries and we won't have to see what's inside. Hold on. No, we'll just do that. All right. Hopefully this will work. I don't know. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. How do we take it apart? We know there's something there. Maybe hold it, wiggle it. I mean, the battery's been through the ringer. Late, what are you doing today? Today we're taking apart I'm trying to take apart the ryobi battery. I've never seen what's inside. I want to see if I can actually jump start it like a car battery. I think I took out all the screws. Maybe that one has to get pushed in. I don't know. It's a little tricky, but we'll get it. It's not, I don't think it's glued shut, you know. And then tomorrow we got a suggestion for another video from one of our viewers. They want to know how to live stream from the Osmos Action 4 or 5 Pro, which we will show them how to do. Well, I really don't want you taking this thing apart. Sherman Edwards, nice to have you here today. Almost. Huh. It's not coming apart. Whoops, got it. All right. It's a little hard to come apart, but eventually it does. It's like pressure keeping it in there. All right, so we've seen these things before, or you've seen one, you've seen them all. It's like a battery that's in series. Let's see. We have a positive wire, a negative wire. I'm trying to see where to jump this baby. I I see where. We have a positive wire there. C plus positive. And then, and there's the negative wire, which is right over here. So far away. Alright, it's doable. And you have a C plus over here. Just trying to follow the leads. Oh, he retracted his message. Don't need to retract, Sherman Edwards. Alright, well, it's nice of you to stop by. All visitors are welcome. Oh, and I see presumably this will probably... We'll put this over here so that we know that this one is the left side. Okay, and then we'll take this one out, put this over here. Whoops. And then we know that one is the right side. The screen usually falls asleep. Market Bay, done today? No, we just started. Hey, Market Bay, good to see you. No, just started. Just trying to. This battery won't charge. If you scrub back to the beginning, you'll see that I don't know, it just went kaput. So I'm just taking it apart, trying to see if I can jumpstart it like a car battery. It's beautifully put together, I tell you that. ryobi did a nice job here. It's going to be tricky jumping the cables, but I want to test all the batteries first, because if you've ever tried to jump a car battery, you would know sometimes you can't. Nope, the night is just beginning. Probably about an hour. Tonight's show might be a little bit short, but well, short. You're like, an hour? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we got. -4. So this is the... So that's a good battery. Well, it lit up a second ago. That's weird. 1 minute. Is it connected? Yeah, it's connected. Huh, interesting. Got a continuity reading on a dead battery. That's not a good sign. Nothing. Let's see. Oh, 0.5. Nice. And 0.5. And not a good sign. I don't think they'll be able to jump this one. Yeah, let's try the other way. Because we're, instead of getting a battery reading, we got continuity, which isn't a good sign. I'm gonna see if I can turn it to, yeah, because there's the battery right there. See? We should be able to put it here, and then I should be able to put one on the other side, on the tippy tip, and then get a reading. But instead, so it's probably dead all the way through. Bummer. Yeah, we got 0. So I don't think we'll be able to jump this. We can try, but cause look, put a lead right there, and then put one right there. See, just touching battery end to end, and instead of getting a reading, we got see, nada. Bummer. We can try and jump it. Let's try and jump it. Let's see. There's a positive lead right here. This is a little voltage power thingy that gives me power when I need power. Okay, let's see, we'll put that here. Turn that on. See how many volts we got. We have some alligator clips. Yeah, I do. So red is positive. It just goes on the inside of here. Here. Let's slide all this over. We need room. I remember when Ken came to see me, he brought one of his batteries. I think he had a dead one too. If this works, we can bring yours back to life, Ken. We can bring it live. So this one should go here. Whoops, sort of. If we can get it on there. Great. And then this one will go in the hole, right? That should give us a good enough reading. And then remember, 12 volts. We're not playing with a lot of electricity here. Well, the trick is getting them in the position that we need them to get into, so that they create an experience that's just right for you. This may fall. If it does, it's okay. And then what we'll do is we'll measure it first, right? Just to make sure that the voltage is correct. So as you can see, there's the meter, because you don't want to put the wrong power going in. Okay, now the power supply shut off. There's our 12 volts. So as long as it's not reversed, we know plus is plus and negative is negative once it kicks in. Yep, 12 volts. So we got our, can see? Oh, if we can see here. Hold on. There's no rush, so we're not rushing, especially when dealing with electricity, you know? So we got that. So now here's a plus, and most likely see where it says ground, GND. That looks like ground, so we should just be able to jump it. I like to just kidding. All right, let's see. Is it doing anything? I don't know. We'll leave it on for a couple of seconds. Alexa, set the timer for 1 minute. We'll leave it on for 1 minute and then see. Hopefully. If not, but I don't think it'll work, because if you saw the one of the cells got 0 reading. We got 2, we got some that got reading, but if it does work, then it just means that you know, it's a temporary fix. But I just want to charge it, you know. I don't feel like spending $40 on a new battery. There's another connector over here. See that? And we connected them correctly. See? Let me put a ground there. See? This one's plus. And we could try the other way, but the alligator clips won't go into the connector thingy. Okay, so let's try, let's see what happens if we put the charger on it, right? Wow. That was the longest 1 minute ever. So now, just be careful, but this is fine because we're working with a battery. Have a fire extinguisher handy in case something happens. And then we just wait and see. It's still red. That's a good sign. Nah. Alexa, stop. Hopefully we didn't stop your Alexa. Well, at least it stopped flashing. That's a good sign. Right? Oh, there we go, because you got to push it down to activate the connection. Ah, that did it. Sweet. We were able to boot it. A booty call. Nice. Happy Christmas to you too, Apix. We did it. It doesn't feel like Christmas time. Yeah, I know it doesn't. It doesn't feel like Christmas time and like this time, and it does because of like all the shit that's happening around the world. And then, you know, plus I already bought myself a present. You know, I sold some stuff to get what I wanted. But yeah, we did it. Look at that. We jump booted a ryobi battery to get it working. If you watched in the beginning, or maybe I'll download this video and turn it into a YouTube short. Kind of neat. Yeah, because I figured, what if I do it like a car battery? Now we got to try and put it back together. So now I have to stay like this for 5 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 5 minutes. Be like, hold that pose. Don't move. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Any new bans for drones? Yeah, no bans where I live, but in other cities. See, the thing is that I think a lot of the folks that are drone pilots are a little bit triggered, but I feel like the drone ban isn't really directed towards us. It is towards us, but remember, when they issue a TFR, airplanes, helicopters, anything that flies cannot go in that TFR too. So, but a lot of folks feel victimized and targeted, but then the FAA, you can get a COA, a waiver, to fly in these areas if you fly for work, you know, like a first responder or someone that needs, you know, or news people. Well, look who they're giving permission to fly in these areas. But remember, the TFR is not just for drone pilots, it's for any airline. So they got to stay out. So these airplanes actually have to find another way around, you know, wherever it is the hell they're going. So, but I'm every day I check that, because this morning I did a flight and I just have to be sure, you know, but I don't do it through the app anymore. I do through the app, but first I go to the FAA website, and then from the FAA website, then I'll go to 2 or 3 apps, and then I'll take screenshots of everything just to, you know, they call it cover your ass. Let me see if I can hold this one like this and then unlock my computer. Yeah, so, you know, like, so I have a, you know, screenshot, and then I call, unless I'm taking off in front of my property, I don't call. Like I just go around my house. But if I'm going to be flying around town, I call, because if something's going to happen, they're going to tell the dispatch here and the sergeant. And I called our council member for town. And then she texted the sergeant here at the police station, and they said, you know, they don't recommend it, I guess because they can't guarantee my safety if Karen shows up locked and loaded, but they said it's fine to call. You know, she's like, call if you call if you want, until there's a ban. And then when there's a ban, if I call and say, hi, I'm just going up, they'll be like, what? Yeah, we'll have a car there waiting for you, you know, like, because then you're breaking the law. So as long as there's no ban, there's no TFR, there's no ordinance, then, you know, no law is being broken. But you gotta check every day and call. Like, you know, I felt, and I called, the reason why I called my local council member was because I felt like I was being a nuisance every time I called the police station or dispatch, because but they have a non-emergency line. So every time I say, hey, you know, is it okay if I ask a question? Because you want to make sure you're not tying up an emergency line. So you want to call the dispatch line, opposed to, you know, don't call 911 unless, you know, you need some help. But yeah, so, you know, I felt like a nuisance, like, because every time, like, hi, you know, and then they're like, oh, this guy again. But I'd rather be that guy than the guy who's going to be flying illegally, and just follow the rules and regulations, you know, follow the laws and of the FAA, and you'll be fine, you know. And if you do break a law, you know, from the FAA, they'll know if it's intentional. They'll know if you're like a deviant or not. And then, you know, they'll educate. You know, they'll say, hey, I know I saw that flight, and I noticed you did, you know, you didn't do, you're not supposed to do this or that, right? And then you don't do it again. You don't do like the Philly guy, like they say, he's like, oh, it's just a toy, you know. No, you take it. You gotta, you know, take it, and then, you know, then don't do it again. You know, then that's it. And then you learn your lesson. But you just try to remember everything you learned in the Part 107, you know. But now everything you learned in the Part 107 might go out the window, because they might have, like, if you have your Part 107, you need to sign up for UFO sightings, whatever they want to call it. You know, they're going to call it something, and you might have to get an additional certification. I don't know. That's just me speculating, but I don't like doing speculation videos. But I'm just thinking they're going to come up with some other line, or certificate shit, I think, after this fiasco. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll just have everyone just get a Part 107. There'll be no longer a recreational drone pilots. I don't know. Anyway, or maybe those will just be a story we tell our kids. Well, this is great, though. I don't know. I don't want to worry about it, but I'm going to continue flying, and if I'm not flying, I'll be down here, like Apix would say. You're always fixing stuff. Yeah, so we'll be fixing stuff. Alexa, stop. Great. So we managed to jumpstart the battery. Let's see. Oh, we got some more. Oh, look. Any new bands? So I answered that one. I use glow in the dark PLA. Oh wow, today it's actually, I can't wait to see that. Except I'll have to go to your website and see, because I've never done glow in the dark. That would be cool if this one, imagine this little guy was glow in the dark. That would be kind of cool. My kids would love that. Drones are actually yeah. Oh, did you see my video? Because people are coming to me. I feel bad, you know. I can't tell them that, you know, that what they're seeing is not what they're seeing. These are not the drones they're looking for. But people will show me on their phones a 747 flying, and look, they're like, oh my god, look at this drone I saw. I'm like, oh wow, that's really interesting. That's wow, it's amazing you caught that on camera. You know, who am I to say it's not a drone? So now I'd say if there are 5 people I met, 3 of them will look up and point out an airliner and tell me that that's a drone. And you know, I just can't, you know, I'm done with it. You know, I'm done. That's why you see on my channel now I've continued business as usual. I just can't. But let's see what else we have here. I heard glow in the dark. I heard, oh wow, I didn't know that. I heard that glow in the dark PLA can damage the nozzle quicker. Good thing nozzles are cheap. Yeah, nozzles are cheap. You get a couple in the you get like a dozen or however many. I got a couple of packages, and I've changed my nozzle like 4 or 5 times, and that's a nightmare. It's no fun changing the nozzles. Let's see what we have here. Roadrunner. I mean, not really. It burns at lower temperature than most filaments. It's pretty much the same. But wait, when you use your glow in the dark filament, do you set it in Cura or whatever slicer you use? What kind of filament you're using? Like, let's say for me, I would choose PLA or PETG or something. Do you change that in your thingy? I think this is good enough. I think we've held it like for 10-15 minutes, long enough to like give it a boost. This is really cool though. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do this, because what happened was our car battery went on the fritz, and I was like, and we have this little jumper tool similar to what I just did, and I was like, I wonder if I can do that to the battery. And as it turns out, you can. So now remember, there's a charge in here, so just be careful. And then okay, fair, I check online, he's right, they can wear them down. Wasn't even aware of that. I didn't know that. The right tool isn't easy to change. Yeah, I know, the right tool is not easy, and it comes with one. If your printer, oh that's right, I'm not sure if Midnight Off-Road Runner, I think he got his printer secondhand, or was it the other fellow? I can't remember. But they may not have thrown in all of the tools. Sometimes that happens when you buy something off the internet. But okay, so this goes here, right? And I believe, so this is going to be the hardest part, putting this thing back together. Putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. All right. I think that's how it goes. Oh yeah, it is how it goes. Okay, so now we just have to find that. Is that how it goes in? Oh, I see. Okay, I see how it goes in. I see what you're talking about. See, now we have to somehow. You use ryobi tools? Yeah, I do. They used to be good with their support. You would call them up and they'd be like, oh yeah, we'll send you a new one. Yeah, good luck with that. That's why I'm doing this. I'm like, what? No more? I'm like, nope, sorry guy. And yeah, you can go, we'll send you they don't even give a coupon. I have the ryobi glue gun, I have the ryobi toothbrush. No, just kidding. I have ryobi everything though. I have the weed whacker. I have yeah, a lot of stuff for ryobi. I like it, but some folks swear by the other stuff, the Milwaukee or some other. I don't know what the best ones are, but the reason why I went ryobi is because they were affordable. I'm like, you know, I didn't buy any of those big, powerful tools. That's the multimeter. It's going to shut off. Ah, no wonder why I'm doing it wrong. Oh, wait. So this one is this one. Okay. Because you have this first. See? I believe I got all the tools. It's still a new printer. How do you know when you need when you need to change the nozzle? When all your stuff starts turning into spaghetti. When you'll know. You'll be doing lots of prints, enjoying it, and be like, oh, this is fun, this is great. And then one day you're gonna be like, wait, what happened? I don't understand. And then you're gonna start leveling your board, and then you're gonna be, after leveling your board, you're gonna think it's something else. You're gonna start tightening some screws. That's the meter shut off. And then the next thing you know, you're changing the nozzle. And just remember, when you change the nozzle, you have to level it again. And then once you level it, you're fine. And then you're good to go. Then you're good to go for however many hundreds of prints, you know, moving forward. You'll be all right. You'll know. And it's no fun. I hate it only because I have to, you know, you got to level it again. And when you level it, you're like, no, not again. You know, it's a nightmare leveling, I tell you. This is great. Hopefully it works. If not, we'll give it a jump again. Because remember, it's discharging, right? So we want to make sure that we get it. Oh wow. That's weird. See, it won't go on. All right, we'll try that again. So it looks like we'll have to take these things off and then put it on last. That's a bummer. Ryobi, you're killing me. Okay, so we'll do that. See, that's the tricky part. We gotta somehow get that in there, which went in. I just didn't know. Hold on, I'll get you guys in a second. Can you guys still see? Like, look at my screen. See how it fell asleep? Can you still see my screen when that happens? That's what I use. Oh, what is it? With the right tool. Yeah, I know. I'm glad that my printer came with the tool, because some printers don't, you know, when you buy them secondhand. So we managed to boot it, but now I can't get this frickin' thing back on. I think what we can do is use a screwdriver and then watch your screwdriver, don't touch anything, because you could accidentally short stuff out. That's so weird. Maybe it pulls it out. You know what? Let's take the battery out, right? Remember, this is high voltage, so be careful. Okay. See that? So it's supposed to They really don't want. Hello, hey, Snip and Rip It Sports Car. It's nice to see ya. Welcome to the channel. We're trying to put this ryobi battery back together. We were able to jump start it like a car battery, which works really well. But now, for some reason, that's as far as we got. And then I'm trying to. It's these little tabs here. They make it hard. So we can put the battery back in. Actually, let's see if it still charges, right? Just to make sure that we got that part right. So we'll do this, and then we'll tap it in. Wait for it. Remember, we're touching the plastic around it, okay? There we go. See? Now we got it green. Oh, you can't see. See? So if you scrub back to the beginning of the video, we got an error. And now we jump started it, which is great. But now we're trying to, you know, now the fun part begins. It was so easy to take apart. Did that ever happen to you? Like, oh, this is so easy. I took it apart. And then now how the fuck do I put this thing back together? All right. Once we get that, all the magic will just happen from there. So let's say, look, if we put this in like this, remember, be careful if you do pick it up, just touch the plastic, okay? Don't make a connection, right? So as you can see, corner to corner, right? And then, so we're just, see, we got it in, see that? And then the problem is this part. So this is the front. Yeah, it's like that with bikes for me too. Same thing. I once took apart my whole bike, and literally everything, the crank, the bars, the this and that, and then I cleaned, because I wanted to clean it. I wanted to deep clean it, and then I was like, what? Where do all these parts go? And I just couldn't put it back together, and so I put it in a crate, and then put it in the back of the car, and then took it to the bike shop, and the guy happily took it. He was like, all right, you know, come back next week, you know, it was good for business. And the same thing like that with the brakes. It's really hard. I hate doing the brakes, to be honest with you. The brakes are hard. Almost got it. Whoops. I see how it goes. You got to push them in. Yeah, the brakes are hard. The gears, I can't do the gears. Oh, the gears are hard, especially the crank, first gear, second gear, you know, the bottom bracket gear thingy. I don't know why they make it so hard. They're like, oh, it's so easy, just turn it. See, now we got it. Nice. We fixed the ryobi battery by jump starting it. Okay. Yeah, it's funny because in case you're wondering what gave me the idea, I left the lights on in the car, and I had to jump the battery. I have this little device that looks like this, and I was like, oh, look at that. I was like, wonder if I could do that with this. And turns out you can. Kind of neat, huh? Now we got to put it back together. Now we broke the seal. This is at your own risk. This is for entertainment, I would say. Don't say like, oh, that guy, I learned it from Lou. How to by Lou. No. I'm taking my own risk. And these batteries actually stay in the shed, so they're not inside the house. And the shed is made of concrete. So if you do this to your battery, you know, take it apart, just know I presumably we voided the warranty. And if you have, you know, maybe keep it in a container, because I think, what was it, 20 volts, 18 volts, 18 volts probably works like a hard drive, where they promise you 500 gigs, and then you get like I don't know, 480. Might be that same way with the battery. We got it could be like a 20 volt or 25, whatever, and then you get 18 out of it, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, point is that I did it. I'm taking the risk, but I'll probably keep this battery in a container now that I've opened it. I think it'll be all right. What do you guys think? Yeah, I know, with bike. Oh, wait, for him it's bikes. I was gonna say, what kind of bike do you have? I was like, what do you have, like a Marlin or Cannondale? But then I forgot. It's Midnight Off-Road Runner. He's got like the real thing. He's got a real motorcycle, not a bicycle. Whoops, don't break your stuff. So Ken, if you're watching, Ken, because I remember when Ken came and he brought his what do you call it? His what's it called? One board. We tried to fix it, but it was pretty much dead. But he brought his ryobi drill, and some of his batteries were dead. But Ken, bring him here, and we'll do it live just for you. Oh yeah, I hate putting shit back together. The first time I took a motorcycle engine apart was a bad experience. I too took apart and didn't know, I guess, how to put it back together. It took me 6 months to figure out. Wow. So wait. Wait, you took it apart and put it back together? You didn't put it in a crate? So weird how there's no end. Oh, there is an end. Like, it just keeps turning and turning and turning. This is really cool that this actually worked. So now I just saved 40 bucks. Yeah, these batteries are expensive. I'm like, what? And then I thought it was my charger. But then I have like 2 or 3 chargers, because when I bought my what do you call it, hot glue gun, it came with a charger battery. When I bought my whenever you buy something from ryobi, they always like throw in like a free charger, and then you find out you got like a ton. And we put it back together and put it back together. That's amazing. Now I could never take. I'm afraid to change the carburetor filter on my leaf blower. I'm like, it looks so easy. Like oh, I could do that. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's iffy. I think it can. I don't know. That's going to be next on my list. I'll do that. There's a video probably coming out next week about how to change the pads on your snowblower. I did that. That was hard. That was a pain. That took like freaking, even though it's a 30-minute video, it took like freaking 6 hours or something. And I thought I had the right tools. Sometimes, oh, did you have all the tools, Midnight Off-Road Runner? Because sometimes that comes in handy too. I'm having all this stuff. Now we did it. We fixed the rim. So the show's over. Not for you guys. For whoever came to this channel looking how to fix their ryobi battery if it wasn't charging, and save yourself $40. Well, hopefully. Hold on. The show's not over yet. Hold that. Don't touch that dial. Whoops. Don't break your stuff. And then now, pray. Have a fire extinguisher handy. Do not try this at home. And hopefully this actually works. Let me just close my eyes. Oh. Make sure it snaps. And then we need a green light. Ah, we did it. We fixed it. If you go back to the beginning of the video, you see we got an error. And the battery just... Kind of neat, huh? It does void the warranty, but if you're outside of warranty, that's probably why you're here watching this video. And it should expand or extend the life of the battery so that you know now moving forward not to run it down into the ground to 0. I actually left it again, as I would mention, on the hot glue gun, and apparently the glue gun died out, and then the battery also died out too. So sometimes it just needs that extra kick jump start to help get running again so that you can extend the life on it. Anyway, I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.